Today, we're talking about service.
That's a 4-5 right there.
We're talking about what good service really looks like and having a servant's heart.
Monstrous. Look at the size of this thing, man. Huge.
Thanks for stopping by today. Let's check out the video. You know, in Matthew 20, it says, "Whoever wants to be first among you must become your slave." And the Son of Man didn't come here to be served, but he came to serve others and to give his life as a ransom to many. You know, so servanthood and to be of good service really it's all about humility, you know, and there's no position that's too high to serve, you know. We don't get any higher than Jesus, and he was a pure servant. You know, I hear good service and I think, you know, what's going on in our restaurants? You know, I live in a middle class to lower middle class area, so these are the type of restaurants we go to. We don't go to fancy restaurants. You know, but the service is just horrible. And I think that the owners of these establishments, these restaurants and bars and whatever, they just tell their employees, you know, hey, you know what good service is? This is what we want. We want to provide our customers with great service. All you have to do is be overly friendly and just smile. Just smile. That's good service.
Oh, see, but no, please, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't say anything. Of course I'm going to say something. This is ridiculous. Where is this waiter? I mean, he like Houdini.
Well, you see, I make my own beer. I call it snot. Anyways, we was drinking that last night, and at the end of the night, Seabass breaks out, Leviathan's Blue. And we sat there and drank that whole 12-pack, man. What a night. I said, I'll never forget it.
Hey, tough guy. Come here. What's going on? Where's the food
sorry.
at?
Yeah.
We've been waiting a half an hour for some dang soup, and then you bring the wrong one.
No, you didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, you didn't.
I know
Right.
what we ordered. Yeah. Right. Hey,
So sorry.
what do you got that dumb smile on your face for? I mean, what is you stupid?
What is you, stupid?
My wife and I went out to eat last night, and our waitress was very nice. But in my opinion, she was very fake. You know, the first thing that came to my mind was politically, this is the left. Fake. You know, they believe that if we just say the right thing, we don't have to have intentions of ever following through on what we say, or we don't have to believe it in any kind of way. But if we just say what sounds good and right, that's enough. See, that's fake. I moved away from this area for a period of time and ended up working in the elite of the elite in service. I worked for a hotel that was privately owned by a billionaire. And, you know, they didn't hold themselves to the AAA standards. It was not part of a chain. They held themselves to a higher standard than AAA. For example, we had a restaurant. You didn't have a waiter in that restaurant. You had a team of waiters. 3 people that were assigned to your table alone. That's it. That's the type of service, you know. And they had a lot of training at this hotel to where they were always teaching people on how to provide good service because their clientele had people waiting on them all the time, even at home. They had maids and butlers in their own home, so they knew what good service was. And when you're charging someone $2,000 a night to stay at a hotel, they're expecting good service. You know, so what I can tell you is what good service isn't. And good service is not being overly energetic and running up to a table, right? Like we're some sort of a cheerleader or something, you know. And it's not being goofy. It's not being nosy, you know. And the big one is it's not being fake. At the root of it, there's a lot to providing good service, but really at the root is you gotta be a good, sensible, reasonable person. And you gotta be real. That's the difference. Let me give an example of what not to do. Hi there, how you doing, everybody? How you doing? Everybody having a great day? What's up today?
Well, what?
Doing anything great?
Getting something to
Oh,
eat.
awesome! Great. That's really awesome. Hey, my name is Scott, okay, and I'm going to be taking care of you today. Okay? Isn't that great? First of all, let me say again, we don't want to be overly energetic and be running up to the table like we're some sort of cheerleader. You know, we end up getting some of the things right. You know, like it's not a bad idea to introduce yourself, but you don't want to introduce yourself like you're the most important person that's there, and it's in this relationship. You know, it's always the customer is always the most important person. Okay, now have you ever eaten at Slappy's before?
No.
No. Okay, well, welcome. You're going to love it. You're going to just love it. What we have here is gourmet hamburgers.
Seriously?
Unbelievable. The best hamburgers you're ever going to have.
Wowzer!
Okay, can I start you out with something to drink?
Yeah, I'll have a glass of water.
Water. Oh my God. You know, there's nothing better than a nice cold glass of water. I love it. That's what I always have. You know, we have to understand that the customer realizes what they're there for, that all we're doing is having lunch. All I'm doing is having a sandwich or a hamburger or whatever it is, okay? This isn't a life-changing moment for me. I'm simply going to come in, sit down, and eat a sandwich. You're going to bring it to me. And then I'm going to pay for it. You know what I mean? That's the bottom line. So it's not about having an unbelievable experience. I've never understood, oh, have you ever been to Slappy's before? You know, like, oh, no, you have to explain to me the whole procedure like I'm an idiot. You know, again, this reminds me of the left. Like, I've never eaten a hamburger before, and I'm unable to make decisions. And, you know, I need you to explain everything out to me and push me in the way that you would like me to go, you know, to the higher priced item, whatever. But I'm remember that the customer has eaten a meal before, okay? And he's very, very capable of making his own decisions. Well, let me tell you what one of my favorites is, okay? I just love the Samson burger. Oh, it is so good. Oh my God. I mean, my boyfriend Okay, so are we ready to order? Okay, now can I make a couple suggestions? I love the Samson burger. Okay, the Samson burger, oh my God, I just love it. It is so awesome, okay? And my wife, she usually eats the Endenburg. Oh my gosh, the Endenburg. I'm like, how can you do that all the time? How can you eat all of that? But I tell you, there's so much there. It's so good. And I love the Samson. It is just the best. Yeah. So what would we like? As a waiter or a waitress, we can't be overly pushy and trying to tell people on how things are going to go and being overly aggressive. We have to remember that we're actually working for the customer. The customer will be paying for the food. The customer will be paying me. And ultimately, they're paying my salary by coming to this restaurant. You know, they're paying for everything. They are in charge. Sounds a lot like our political system, doesn't it? You know, a lot of people, certain politicians, tend to think that they're making the rules and they're going to go and run things the way that they want to. But really, it's us. We're in charge. Okay, we're the ones that are paying for everything. We're paying their salary. They actually work for us. So always remember that the customer is in charge. I'm so sorry. I mean, oh my gosh. We're just so busy, and something happened in the kitchen there. So, well, I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope everything was great. It was just so exciting for you to be here today. So, anyways, here's the check, and love ya. Hey, have a great day. I am not a professional waiter, and I was not a waiter at that hotel. But good service is good service. You know, whether I'm selling cars or I'm waiting tables at a fancy restaurant, doesn't matter. I can still apply good service. And a lot of it is having a servant's heart. You know, I need to be under control. I can be funny. I can be energetic, but I need to be under control and calm, right? You know, you learn a lot about servanthood in the Bible. And servanthood isn't just for the lowly. The Bible talks about that. You can be a king like Jesus. Jesus came down to serve. He was the king of all kings. But he would allow himself, he'd allow others, put others before him, you know. So when I'm providing service for someone, like in a restaurant or anything that I'm doing, you know, I'm always going to be willing to let the customer be the focus. It's never going to be about me. I'm not putting on a performance. I'm not trying to dominate a conversation. I'm always going to let the customer come first. I'm going to always be willing to step back, stay calm, and be quiet and provide the service that they're looking for. These people aren't coming to this restaurant to find a friend or to enjoy a performance. Let me show you what good service looks like. Hello, folks. My name is Scott. I'll be taking care of all your needs tonight. Would you like something to drink to start out with while you're looking over the menus, or are we ready to order?
Well, I believe we're all set.
What would we like to order today, ma'am?
Yes, I would like the smoked salmon, please, with rice and a broccoli.
Yes, excellent. Sir, how can I help you?
Yeah, I will go with the prime rib, mashed potatoes.
Thank you. I'll put those orders right in for you. You know, can we see that everything is calm and under control? And you know, if our guests would like to joke around or talk about a certain subject, well, I'm going to join in. But I'm going to allow them to lead us in that direction. I'm going to let them know that I understand my position in this relationship this evening. And my position is to be of service. I'm going to keep things professional. It's going to be all about them, not about me. You see, it's humility. Are we all set this evening, sir? Okay. Thank you so much for coming this evening. I hope you have a good night. Safe trip home.